Good morning.
We're gonna call this regular commissioner court meeting on November 25th, 9:30. All commissioners are present. The judge is out today. We'll start with invocation.
Dear Heavenly Father, we bow our heads and want to give sincere thanks for all the blessings you've given us as a community, as a state, and as a country. Give us direction and wisdom and discernment as we go about making decisions for this county. In your name we pray, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
By the way. All right, you go right into number 4, review, discuss, and take necessary action to approve previous meeting minutes. The regular commissioners court meeting, November 12th, 2025.
I move to approve minutes of November 12th, 2025 as presented.
I'll second.
Thank you. I got a motion by Commissioner Colando, seconded by Commissioner Morrow to approve meetings of November 2nd. Any discussion? November 12th, I'm sorry. Forgot the one. In discussion? Okay, motion carries. Oh, I guess forget about. I'm sorry. Got ahead.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
They carried anyways.
And then the next one is a special commissioners court meeting of November 19th.
I move we accept the minutes for the special meeting held on November 19th, 2025.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Motion carries. Do we have any public comment? Recognitions and announcements?
The courthouse grounds are looking good. And people had to learn that this is the decoration. There will be no outdoor Christmas tree, but we have a beautiful one in the lobby here.
There you go.
So they're really happy with all the lighted tree trunks.
They're not gonna have the big tree?
No,
Oh. Okay,
we'd have to broke the budget to cover
I
the
understand.
big tree.
yeah. You know, we had some trouble with the timers there for a while.
Yeah, we did this year too. History repeats itself.
All right, number 7, report from the Alpine representative. Judge's report. I guess he has on A, review and discuss and take action to approve $1,299 for a new desk in the Brewster County District Clerk's office. The funds to come from the LATCF fund.
I so move.
I'll second.
I got a motion and a second to approve funds for a new desk for the district clerk's office. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
There you go.
Number 9, Road and Bridge Department Superintendent report.
Good morning.
Morning.
We're still working with the city on Country Club Estates. We're almost caught up, I think, on our part, basically. We've also done some work out on Terlingo Ranch. Terlingo Ranch Road, some of the washouts, still working on them. And of course, I've got a couple of guys taking care of Marathon, the post. Patching around town, around Marathon. And that's basically it for this couple of weeks. I don't know if we're gonna keep working with the city, cause I talked to him yesterday, he took me up higher on Country Club Estates.
Mhm.
And they want to work up there on the hill. But I don't know if he's gonna need our help or if we need to just. Kind of slack off on them for a little bit and do our stuff. So we don't fall any farther behind on our.
Johnny, is this using the new zipper?
No, sir, they decided not to use it because it's too rocky. So what we did, we went in there and ripped it up. They call it scar firing, but I call it ripped it up. And kind of turned it around and worked it, got the bigger rocks out of it. And went back with some base and turned it around some more. We watered it, rolled it, and it's ready for pavement. But they did not use the new zipper. They were gonna try the older one, but they decided not to. They were scared to tear up the new one.
Is there any place here that's not rocky?
Well, it's kind of made. My experience with it, it's kind of made to like mill up the road that's already there.
Okay,
And then we used it, we milled the road up and then we laid that material back down in it. And then, prepped it and paved over the top of it. It keeps you from having to rip it up and haul it off
right,
and
sure.
bring in new material.
It's basically a big
Mulcher.
mulcher.
Yeah. So this is more for roads that exist rather than cutting new roads.
Well,
Most
yes,
part,
by
yeah.
all means. They make another machine that eats up the rocks and everything.
That one is the milling machine.
Yeah.
And it has more diamond bladed teeth on it that really chews it up, hardens it up basically.
Yeah.
And that's all the report I have for these 2 weeks.
Did you visit with Eddie about the parking lot for,
No, I haven't talked to him
Okay.
since you and I talked. But we, if we start that project, do we let the Alpine PD know that they need to move some of their vehicles out of the way, or
yes, sir.
the city employees, or?
Yes, sir. I'd like to see if we could get, before we pave that piece, unless they're gonna tear up a lot more. I think we can commit maybe one guy or two guys, but I don't wanna commit the whole crew.
No, I was thinking the same thing too, is, if we can, I got a couple of guys that can run the equipment that we need to clear up the parking lot. And, one guy can tear up, the other guy can load and haul off. I think two guys can prep this parking lot with the help of myself. And that way, the other gentlemen are doing something else and we're not falling as far behind.
But make sure we coordinate with Eddie so that we can, when he shoots that other part, we can shoot that.
Okay.
And if we can't do it, that way, we're just gonna have to wait till in the spring to do it when we have our stuff.
I think the way he's talking now is he's kind of pressed for time, temperature wise. For the country club estates.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what his plans are for the next couple of weeks on that one out there.
Well, and then we'll just wait on this one till the spring.
Well, I mean, I can
Wait.
ask him and find out what his plans are for this next couple of weeks and we can go from there. Well, we have to have, we'll have to have access to the sheriff's department building, right? The jail?
Yes, we wanna do that one too.
Is that our parking lot or is that the city's?
Both.
Okay.
I think we use it with their permission, but I think that in the new deed, they went ahead and granted us that part.
Oh, okay. How about the cleanup at our
Oh,
private house?
it's, the cleanup at the sewer plant it's done as far as what we were asked to do.
Okay,
It's just now going back with, there's a lot of metal there,
Yeah.
old junk cars, old junk trailers. I don't know who's gonna be in charge of removing or hauling that off.
I'm gonna try to get those guys from El Paso and to coordinate with you. And get somebody to help them load it so that. Cause they load it by hand, so maybe we can take some machinery and help them.
Okay, there's a lot of like old lawnmowers, old.
Yeah, they'll take all that.
They'll take all that.
They'll take everything.
There's a burnt car in that garage.
yeah.
They'll take that too. We won't give them option, we'll just tell them that it's there, we're gonna give it to them, but you're gonna take everything that's there. Okay,
Johnny and I received an email from a Tristan Flock regarding an underground fiber optic installation along
we
Hovey Road.
already ate that one to death.
It's already done or killed or they're done.
The one that's coming off of Pecos County onto Hubby Road.
No, this is that one in Meth.
Okay.
Oh, no, this was
a new one.
This is a new one.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, from the county line along Hovey Road, crossing 67.
But they're coming in from the, they're coming in from the west, from the north side, gonna cross under the railroad tracks. And then they're gonna they're gonna install the fiber optics either on the left-hand side coming south or right-hand side.
We'll just get with them and figure out if they're gonna cross the road.
Yeah, well, as far as I know, they're not gonna cross the Hovey pavement road. But they need access to the right of way. And my preference is that they go on the west side of the road because the right of way is wider. If they go on the east side of the road, the right of way is like about 10 feet wide
Well,
as opposed to the wide one.
see what their plans are, what they have, I mean, I'm sure they surveyed it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
One more thing, the community garden, the Road and Bridge did a good job filling in some of those hellacious deep ruts in there. But I believe all that brush and everything that the Boy Scouts cut out of the garden are still there that they were waiting to be picked
Where
up.
is this at?
At the community garden by the building and facilities office
We
there.
didn't do that.
Oh, someone filled in the ruts.
I don't know, it wasn't us.
Well, then there's still the piles of brush that was going to be removed after the Boy Scout troops cleaned up the garden.
Put that on the to-do list.
Yeah.
Okay. Action B is review and discuss and take possible action to renew and modify the Brewster County Burn Ban on November 28th through January the 12th. I hear a motion.
So moved though.
Second.
I'll second.
Thank you. Got a motion and a second to reinstate the burn ban from November 26th. No, put on your glasses. November 28th through January the 12th. All in favor?
Bye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. It's an,
If we're gonna do a fireworks order, we have to do it at the next meeting. So
yes.
I would tell Greg, but he's not here, so I'm telling all y'all. Keep an eye out for
I
that.
would make sure Jenny hears that. Thank you. Number 11, treasurer's office, I guess we got no financial report from her. Letter B, grant approval on administration. You have any?
That's Julie's.
Next up,
Yeah.
Lily.
That's Julie's.
Okay.
There's no
I guess-
attachment.
So we don't have nothing for her, right?
I don't believe so.
Okay, We go on to, ma'am,
Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
no, we go on to number 12. The comptroller, number 1A, review and discuss, take action on items related to one, payment of expenses.
Okay, so, one of the items you have in your packet is the list of recurring expenses that were paid, last week, essentially. Total on those was 80,560.62. I think having the recurring expense list is working pretty well because it simplifies the payment of some of those just, monthly items that we have to pay. We are going to be coming in on the 5th, to see about adding a couple more that people have come in and asked, can we add those to the list? Does anybody have any questions on anything in the recurring payables?
Do we need a motion right to accept payment?
Well, probably we can go ahead and go through the rest of these first.
Okay.
Yeah. So for payment today, we have multiple packets. We have the receipt register. And again, that is the one where we have received invoices that are associated with purchase orders. Ideally, we should be getting down to where the packet that is the payable register, the one that starts with Alpine Memorial Funeral Home, these are the ones that we don't have purchase orders for and are not on the recurring payables list. I'm hoping this gets whittled down to pretty much zero, where it's either on the recurring payables list or we have a purchase order on it. And we don't have things just kind of popping up. But the purchase orders on that one, this is a fairly significant number on here. We have $229,181.18. And one of the larger items on there is the payment of American Communications, the $91,268.80. It's on page 2. And that was actually for the solar panel installation and the radios for the Operation Lone Star grant from last year. So this will be paid under a grant. So that one is actually not using county funds.
They'll be reimbursed.
Yes.
It's not a matching grant, right? Or,
Not on this. This is
Not this one.
100%.
okay.
They were awarded the funds and then they had to spend the funds before the end of the year, and it's a reimbursement.
Okay.
So we don't have any match on that one. And then a significant number of these are things that are coming in from tourism. Some of it's still related to the state fair and some promotional items that they have. So do we have any questions on the purchase order invoices? And one thing to kind of keep in mind on the purchase orders, when we do a purchase order, those are approved before the purchase is made. So somebody has already looked at that before the invoice comes in. And then the other one we have is the ones with no purchase order. This is the payable register that starts with Alpine Memorial Funeral Home. And the total on that is going to be $25,962.85. And these are items that are coming in from some travel and things of that sort. And this is another one. If you look, you'll see a long list of items related to the state fair.
Uber.
So significant number of those. And then otherwise it's sort of emergency type things. So Ernesto Service Station. Do we have any questions on those?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So if we want to go ahead and approve the payment on the expenses, then we can look at the budget adjustments that we have.
I have a motion.
I move to approve payment of expenses as presented.
Second.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve payments. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, the The other one is the financial, I'm sorry, number two, the budget line item adjustments, and that's gonna go along with item D, the body worn camera grants. One of the things that we have a budget adjustment for in both 25 and in 26 is to adjust the budget for the body worn cameras. That payment is about $34,000 a year. And for a couple of different reasons, that grant award was actually reduced. And so we are having to come up with a little bit of additional money to pay for those. And they're under a capital lease, so that payment is a set payment. And it is affecting the reimbursement amount for 25 and also the payment that we make in 26 that we are getting ready to pay the 34,000 to Axon.
What's the difference?
Difference is about $6,000 per year.
And we're getting the money from,
The money is coming on that one from it's a separate grant from the state. It's called
no,
body.
but where are we coming with our?
It's gonna be coming out of the sheriff's budget. So those are the what I would call the big budget adjustments. And then we've got a couple of line item adjustments between general office supplies and software subscriptions. And then the last one, which I just handed to y'all, it's not in the one in your packet, is sort of what I would call an emergency budget adjustment so that we can get a purchase order in. My understanding is that one of the dogs is going to be retired, and the Ida Big Bend grant has awarded them an additional $16,000 for the acquisition of a new drug dog and the training for that. And that's what this budget adjustment is for, is to adjust the HIDA grant for the additional $16,000 in revenue and the offsetting expense. And then we'll get that purchase order out after court today, and they can go ahead and get registered for the training and get in line for the drug dog.
Do I hear a motion to approve budget and line item adjustments as presented?
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Letter B.
Don't really have any financial reports or updates right now.
Okay.
What I am planning to do is at probably the second meeting in January to have a quarterly budget review to look at where we are after the first quarter.
Letter D, discuss and take action to amend budget for year end.
That was,
That's what you just.
that was
Okay.
included in the budget
Yeah,
adjustment
okay.
we just looked at, yes, sir.
Right, letter E, discuss and review appropriate action related to financial administration policy.
Nothing major. It's just one thing I would like to focus on as far as some of our purchase orders are concerned. Is right now when people are coming in to register for a training course or a conference somewhere, a lot of times they're just bringing in the registration and that's all we're getting the purchase order for. But then when they come back, they've got a reimbursement for mileage and per diem and that sort of thing. And I want to start making very sure that when we do a purchase order for a conference, it includes the whole ball of wax so that we don't end up at the end going, wait a minute, there's not enough money in the travel budget for this. So, and that's a little bit different than the way it has been done in the past. So,
Is there any action you need today on that?
no.
Perfect. All right, thank you, ma'am. Item 13, Brewster County Tourism Report from Robert. Update on travel shows, marketing, finance, visitation, project reports and issues.
All the fun stuff. Good morning, everybody. Happy
morning.
early Thanksgiving. We had a board meeting last week. It went very well. Justin Brago from the Texas Hotel Lodging Association came through and gave us a legislative update as well as a hotel occupancy use seminar for the chambers. Kind of a low attendance on that one, to be honest with you, but those who were there got some great information on how it's used. And in our board meeting, he let us know that one thing I'll tell you is that the judge had mentioned it. It really does look like the next legislative session there'll be some movement on actually having short-term rentals have all of those payments that should be coming to us. We know we have a lot that aren't coming through, going through the state comptroller's office and then just being distributed to counties. There was some legislation done this year, but it just didn't ever get a reading. So they're truly thinking that the next go around, it may actually get a hearing and pass. But this year it was killed before it even got a committee. So that was the main thing that he had mentioned to us. And the only thing that really pertained to tourism. The show season is over, thank goodness. So the crew and I are now ordering stuff for spring, which begins January 21st, I think, our first show. So this office is running well.
I guess letter B, review and discuss and take appropriate action to approve contract for 12 round media.
Yes, sir. This is actually content and the actual running of our YouTube channel is what it is. We have never really robustly put any media on our YouTube channel. It's been there for several years and we throw a few things up there, but we never tried to actually make it a viable social media outlet. So this year what we're doing was contracting with 12 Rounds Media to actually come out and film some little shorts to put on YouTube. But at the end of the day, they have done many of our commercials and things that we've already had produced. So they're just going to edit that content into digestible little nuggets for YouTube and actually put the content on our channel. So they'll essentially, it's very similar to GoodWorks, who runs our social media. These guys will just be focusing on YouTube as we keep being told that that is the #1 social media channel, even though it's been around for a long time. If we don't get onto YouTube, since we can't really do the whole Snapchat thing with being a county agency, we're going to robustly go into the video segment through YouTube. So that's what that contract is for.
I guess you read the contract and everything's good with it?
Oh, yeah, it's perfectly fine. The judge and I had talked about it, and he just said to make sure that we had the amount of money available, and we do. Yeah, we funded an additional 40,000 to try and get that YouTube channel going. So this is the company we're going with. Yeah, but the contract was fine to me. The deliverables are nice and easy. It'll be paid in 3 chunks. They've already come down and filmed during the chili cook-off, but once this contract is approved, then I'll get the PO and all that, and we'll pay them half down, basically down payment, 20,000. And then I believe it's in March. I'm forgetting the contract exactly. We'll do another 10 and then another 10 at the end of the fiscal. So it's kind of broken down into 3 payments, excuse me. Yeah.
So they are creating new content, or are they re-editing old content?
They've already come down. Yeah, they already came down for chili cook-off. Yeah, we didn't. I requested the PO and didn't know I was going to need a contract, so we're kind of working backwards at this point.
Right.
They've already come and filmed, but yeah, and they'll come down again in the spring, but nothing and for the winter they're going to re-edit because it just doesn't look pretty.
So are they gonna help with upcoming closure, right? And stuff like.
Yeah. Yeah, they it was supposed to happen last year, so they actually came down last year and filmed everything, and then we didn't use it. So that content is already in the can. Yeah, but once it actually closes, yeah, they're gonna flood that channel. Yes.
Do I hear a motion to approve contract for 12 round media?
So moved.
I'll second.
I got a motion and a second to approve the contract for 12 round medium. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Excuse me, Robert, when is that $20,000 due?
We have received the invoice.
You don't have
contracts,
invoice yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought I said I could get, yeah.
Correct. Okay.
All right, letter C, review and discuss and take appropriate action to approve contract for 2026 US Today, your guide to the national parks.
Yes, sir. And if you'd like, you can include D. It's the same thing, basically. But if we have to do them separate, I'll explain.
No, and we're gonna include also D, contract for US Today to go escape Texas and the Southwest.
Yeah, this is through Power Play Marketing. They actually are the marketing agents for USA Today. still a very viable print publication. We don't do much in print at all, but these we do. It's basically a half-page ad when they send out their guide to national parks. We always want to be in it to promote Big Bend. It's a half-page ad in there. And then the Go Escape Texas and Southwest. Last year we did Go Escape, I believe, the East and West. We did much more. I didn't really get as good a return on it, but the Go Escape Texas and Southwest is again a publication that they do strictly for Texas and Southwest areas. It's all towards outdoor adventure. So both of these two ads are just half pages in there that we do pretty typically every year, concentrating on that market through USA Today. Pretty simple.
Okay, do I hear a motion to approve these contracts for USA Today?
So moved.
Second,
Second,
you had a motion and a second to approve contracts for US Today, your guide to the national parks, and for US Today to Go Escape Texas and the Southwest. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank y'all very much. Have a good night.
I got a question for you, Dan.
Well,
All right, go ahead.
how was it? Chili cook-off, we got any data on that?
Nothing yet, as far as numbers go, but robustly as far as the hotel occupancy and all that stuff, it looked very well. You know, last year was a down year. Again, exact numbers I don't have, but it was both of the two cook-offs said visitation was less last year, particularly at the OTIC, the smaller one. Golly, the guys were inundated. We ran out of stuff given away every day. It was much busier, a lot more traffic in there. So I don't have true numbers. By the next court, hopefully I will. We're still doing that. The company that replaced her AI, we're still getting trained on that. Once a week we have a Zoom. So I put some numbers in there, but it's nothing firm just yet. But yeah, for sure, hopefully within the next week or two, we'll have some firm numbers on who actually crossed the county line during that time period. But just anecdotally from both camps, things were up for sure.
Why? I mean,
You know, honestly, I believe,
gas?
oddly enough, I think it had to do with the economy. You know, like most folks, maybe they couldn't take a big trip or go somewhere, but they could come from Midland, Odessa, from San Angelo, from San Antonio to us to have some fun at Cook-Off. I honestly think that at this point, the economy helped us because folks maybe couldn't afford to take a bigger trip, but they wanted to do something in the fall. And because at my booth, when I was there, yeah, we had some folks from Chicago and both coasts and stuff, but the majority of folks were from the 300-mile dot radius around here, either San Antonio, San Angelo, Midland, Odessa. A lot of folks came down through, and also the El Paso area, which I hadn't had many folks through my booth there before from El Paso. So honestly, I think they're wanting to come down and have some fun and not have to spend a whole lot of money, due to the economy. That's just my opinion on that. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Anything else?
All good.
Thank you.
Number 15 is scheduled regular commission court meeting for December 9th at 9:30. Number 16.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Motion carries. Thank you all very much.
still over 30